welcome back to my little gardening show slash vlog. Put together a little compilation for you this past weekend. My kids were part of a piano competition held at one of the local colleges in town, and it's just really neat. The kids have been, we've been real fortunate in the respect that we've been able to afford the kids the opportunity to learn the piano. So for, I don't know, several years now, since they were, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years old, somewhere in that time frame, they've been taking piano lessons. I think since 5 or 6. We found a pretty good teacher in town, and anyway, it's been been pretty cool watching how they've developed that. So 2 of the kids were invited to play in the honors recital. In this competition, there's about 400 students that participate, and those who score high enough year after year, accumulate so many points, are invited to play in the recital. That's at the end of the competition. So 2 of the kids were qualified to play this year. My oldest daughter has been taking piano for quite a long time. It's pretty advanced, and then my middle child. So just really neat watching that. Lessons aren't cheap, and we've had to sacrifice some things to be able to do that. Like, we don't take big fancy vacations or trips or anything like that. I know watching the videos, and seeing the house we're renting right now. Having moved a couple years ago from Indiana, I'm not in the market yet to buy another house. But all that to say that as part of the decision to homeschool, there's been a lot of sacrifices we're making, as my wife would call it, the investment up front in their education, and part of that is the piano lessons and doing things like that really is going to serve them well down the road. There's been studies done that shows correlation between studying an instrument and whatnot, and improved mathematical ability, and just from a cultural aspect, to be exposed to fine music. There's something special about that. I mean, music at its core is spiritual, and it's a universal language. It's able to touch people's hearts, and change their minds, really. And so it's important to expose the kids to the fine arts, music, art, things like that. And there's all this focus on STEM education, that's backed by like the pharmaceutical and the big ag companies and things like that, as kind of a feeder program for future scientists and researchers, fast tracking them into their, those kinds of jobs that do pay very well. But the downside is that, it kind of minimizes the value of like a liberal arts education and, fine arts and things like that. That's important. Culture is important. Music is important. So anyway, I thought that's kind of my little 2 cents on all that. I thought I'd share the kids, their performance this past weekend. I had a chance to record it. So hope you guys enjoy what I've patched together here, and guess we'll see you next time. Happy gardening.